Hey, it's Nick, and we are back for another Brew Methods video today. We have our guest, Leah, who's here. She's gonna brew some coffee with us on the Moka Pot. The coffee that we're brewing today on the Moka Pot is the holiday blend from Equator Coffees. They have got a gorgeous flat bottom bag. This coffee is meant to be kind of like a thank you to all the people in the coffee industry that make coffee possible. So you kind of see that in the design with coffee farmers, producing, roasting, obviously brewing, all kind of intertwined in the design.
It inspired me to paint my nails to kind of match some of the blue tones.
For the Moka Pot, we're gonna want to start obviously by grinding up some of this delicious coffee. We're not gonna use a scale today, actually. A little uncomfortable for me. I always use a scale, except the Moka Pot is a little bit of a looser brew method. It has the chamber for both the water and the coffee, which you'll see are kind of sized to hold a certain amount of each. So we'll just fill them both up.
And what grind setting are you doing?
Yeah, so the grind size that we wanna do is definitely finer than you would for like a pour over or regular kind of filter coffee, but not quite as fine as espresso. This is kind of like a hybrid brew method, somewhere in between like regular coffee and espresso. It's not technically espresso. A little bit finer than table salt. We'll open up the Moka Pot. There's a chamber here that we're gonna put the coffee in, and down below that is a chamber for the water.
And this gets very hot because it is metal. So make sure you have some hot pads handy.
We've got water boiling ahead of time, so we're gonna add that boiling water in.
And how much water do you put in here?
Yeah, there's a little safety valve on it, and you're gonna fill the water up pretty much just below that safety valve. So we're gonna fill this up. We are not gonna tamp it like we would with espresso. We're just gonna kind of give it like a little spoon leveling just to make sure it's all even. And somewhat compact, but not quite to the point of like an espresso puck. And
you fill this up the whole way?
Yep. And screw on our top. We'll throw this on top of the heat. And as the water inside of that bottom chamber heats up, it will force the water up through that grounds, like the coffee grounds that we just prepped, and it will come out in the top. Equator Coffees is actually a B Corp certified coffee company. They were actually the first B Corp coffee company in the state of California, which is really cool. B Corp is a certification that I personally admire. You can't really hide behind it. It has some really strict rules to abide by or accomplishments to achieve.
And they've been around since the 90s, and I feel like when a company has been around for 30 some years, like, they're good. Like they know what they're doing.
Yeah, they definitely care a lot about the coffee industry, which shows in like their sourcing. I think 5% of each of these coffee bags is going to go back to support a coffee farm in Ethiopia to help build
schools.
in a school.
It's really cool.
They're also a woman-owned coffee company, which is amazing.
Girl power.
All right, so you'll see now the coffee is just kind of starting to foam out. That would be considered the crema, and then the rest of the coffee will follow. And then to stop the kind of like brewing and kill the steam that's in that bottom chamber, we'll just run the bottom underneath some cold water.
Perfect.
So we have here our beautiful Equator coffee. This will be a little bit strong, kind of like almost an espresso shot, but not quite.
And this coffee, it says that its tasting notes is a berry compote, brownie, and baking spice. So I'm very curious to see what flavors kind of come out with this method.
Yeah, it smells nice and bright. Oh, it's really syrupy.
I get the brownie, like the kind of like that fudgy brownie kind of at the end.
It has a really nice, like, bright acidity. It's still pretty clean. Well, thanks so much for joining us for another brew method. If you give the Moka Pot a try, let us know what you think, and always feel free to let us know if there's another brew method that we've missed. Cheers!
Cheers.